Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Vorian from the Paladin Journal. As you can see from the backdrop of today's video, we are sticking with our theme of doing more unboxing videos for the G.I. Joe Classified series. And also a secondary trend that we have going on right now is that I'm asking my kids to pick out which figures they want to open. And last time they picked out the Python Patrol Crimson Guard, and this time we are picking out, this is, drum roll please, dun 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 dun, this is Christopher Law, Levine, and Order. So Law and Order, it's a pretty classic figure set from the old days. Never had this one as a kid, although I would really have loved to have one of these because there wasn't a whole lot of action figures for G.I. Joe that came with pets or stuff. I can recall, I think maybe Dusty had a dog as well, or maybe I'm misremembering the name. But Law and Order is, I remember the name quite clearly from back in the day. But anyways, guys, so this is the box that we're opening up today. And as you can see, it's packed with a lot of accessories in it. Like there's an alternate head for the dog. It has a muzzle, lots of weapons, definitely lots of hands. I don't think I've ever seen that many hands on a figure before. And I'm just gonna guess that this has something to do with maybe he can hold the dog as well or something. But it's pretty good, looks good. Definitely looking forward to opening it. So without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll be back right after this jump to see how this one holds up. Cheers. Alright guys, so we're back after the jump now. As you can see, I've gone ahead and I've unboxed this figure. So right off the bat, what jumps out at me is just how, like I mentioned earlier, just how much stuff there is inside this box. Like, I mentioned there are two heads for the dog, one with his tongue wagging and one with a more ferocious pose. And he also has this, kind of like, I guess, shades or something for his head. They take a little bit of finagling to put on the figure, on the dog, but it's quite neat. And he has like so much articulation. It's like, so not just like in the haunch right there, I guess is that what it's called? So there's the articulation that's right there. There's the articulation right here at this point, and there's double articulation on the paws as well. So one right where I suppose it's, okay, actually, I don't know. So there's like one right at the ankle or something, and one right above it. So there's like so many different poses you can do with this guy. So he's like, whoops, stand there. So you can basically just have him like that, which is, hilarious. His tail moves as well. Double ridiculous. There we have that. And it's pretty neat actually, just how much articulation is in this bad boy. And he also has these indentations on his harness, so there's like 3 total. And he also has this grip right here, so in case you want to model him that way for whatever reason, depending if you're into toy photography a lot, maybe that is something that you do. So I guess that's nice if you want to put some extra accessories on him or something. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Moving on to Law himself and Mr. Christopher Levine. I am really impressed. So like, first of all, in a departure from most of these G.I. Joe action figures, he has a holster for his pistol right on his chest, which is super nice. He has his radio, which actually can come off, in case you want to put it on his in his hand or something. So I'll just show you guys. See there, it comes off. You can like move it to his hand or something, and it's pretty easy to detach and put back in. The indentation there, it's pretty significant for that purpose. And he has his beat stick, he has a dagger, he has a pistol, he has this submachine gun thing or whatever, and molded details on him. He's got a flashlight, he's got a water canteen. It's all pretty neat stuff. He's got an empty canteen holder, and this ring right here, it's for his nightstick, which I found really neat because I was wondering, where he would keep everything. That didn't quite enter my mind until I saw it on the box figure. But yeah, I'm like really impressed with this one. Overall, the colors are really nice. They pop quite a bit, and the overall visual design of the both the figures is pretty good. The details are pretty good as well. Now, when it comes to the articulation, it's pretty easy. Like on the dog, also, I quite like this. You know, if you want to do a quick pose, it's easy. Legs, yep, pretty good. And as for his chest and everything, I believe he has the newer version where it's the chest and the stomach are separate pieces, but they're on a hinge, so it's easier to pivot the figure orientation depending on what you want to do with him. And just like overall, I think this is a pretty cool figure. I'm still kind of not over just how much is in this box, and because like he also has these handcuffs. I'm not sure where these would go. I am not able to find out where on the figure these can go. I don't see any kind of like you know obvious place for it. Maybe if I look at some videos I can find that out. And of course, he has 3 sets of extra hands, one for each side, left and right. That's all pretty neat as well. Allows you to do some more photography stuff, more narrative photos if you want, so on and so forth. And it's pretty good stuff. I think this is probably one of the better action figures in the entire line, just overall on the solid composition, the colors, the accessories, the design and everything. And I'm quite impressed with this one. Makes me wish that I really had one of the old 3.75-inch Joes with me, because that would have been super neat to put them side by side and see how they hold up all these years later. That would be something really cool to do. Unfortunately, I don't have many of those, and whatever I can find these days, it's pretty expensive. Especially if they are coming without any kind of accessories, without the guns, without the backpacks, or any sundry other stuff. So that is definitely there. Anyways, guys, this is a bit of a short video this time, but suffice to say, the length of the video does not correspond particularly to how good this model is, because I think this one is really, really good. I would put him towards the top of most lists if I was to make some. And overall rating, I would definitely say he's like a 8.5, really close to a 9. It's just because he's while he is one of the original figures in that he's part of the first few years of the history of the Joe line. He's not a character that I love that much, even though I wanted to have the old one for a long time. But just overall, anyways, trying to be a bit objective, I would say he's definitely like an 8.59 figure, and for me, that's pretty good. I would definitely recommend him, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how much my kids get a kick out of this one and how much they enjoy it, especially with my daughter who really wanted to open this one up for a while. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, guys, that's my review of the Christopher Law Levine and Order action figure. This is number 157. Sorry, number 157 in the G.I. Joe Classified line. Please like the video, share the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Cheers, guys. Bye. See you next time.